The wild, with its breathtaking beauty and awe-inspiring landscapes, never fails to amaze us. But hidden beneath those scenes lies a deadly cruelty few ever expect. Just one slip, one wrong decision, and both the fiercest predator and the swiftest prey can plunge into the abyss and pay with their lives. In today's video, we'll witness the most shocking moments when animals fall from towering cliffs. Scenes that are tragic, unexpected, and powerful reminders that survival in nature always hangs by a thread. A snow leopard, confident in its flawless hunting instincts, suddenly leapt from a rocky ledge. It believed that with one powerful jump, the mountain goat would surely become its meal. But reality told a different story. The goat, a true master of climbing, swiftly escaped, clinging to the sheer cliff with unmatched skill. While the prey escaped with ease, the predator fell into tragedy. In that fatal, miscalculated leap, the snow leopard lost its balance and plunged into the abyss. Its body slammed violently against the jagged rocks before lying motionless, a brutal reminder of nature's unforgiving harshness. A fierce battle erupted between two bears right on the edge of a cliff. As they grappled and struggled for dominance, one was suddenly shoved over the side. It wasn't the fight that ended its life, but the fall, its body crashing straight onto the jagged rocks below. Death came swiftly, not from its rival's claws, but from the merciless drop.
Hostia. Ese es el macho.
A stray cow, while climbing a steep slope, suddenly lost its footing. Its hooves slipped against the rocky mountainside, and it tumbled helplessly downward. When its body struck the ground, it lay motionless. The end came in an instant. A horse was being assisted by rescuers as it tried to climb up the mountain, but then it slipped and fell from the cliff. The fall was too high and too fast, killing the horse instantly despite the desperate rescue. On another occasion, a horse also lost its balance on a steep slope. It tumbled down the mountainside, its body shattered from the devastating fall. By the time it was found, it had already perished after the horrifying plunge. Another bull, driven by anger and agitation, recklessly leapt from the cliff. Though the height was not great, the fall left its body severely injured. Not long after it died, victim of one impulsive decision. A bear, despite its reputation as an excellent climber, could not escape the cruelty of nature. Just as it was about to reach its target, it slipped and fell. The impact was so powerful that it lost its life instantly. The Battle of the Bears on the Cliff. Two bears clashed ferociously right at the edge of a precipice. In the struggle, one was hurled over the side. It wasn't the fight that ended its life. But the deadly plunge onto the jagged rocks below. Yet this time, something miraculous happened. The young bear was still alive, desperately trying to find a way to climb back up. A bear equally determined to conquer the cliff misstepped just before reaching its goal. The sudden and merciless fall brought its life to an end. The unfortunate antelope. An antelope struggled to climb up the steep cliff, but its hooves slipped against the rocky surface, and it plunged downward with no way to stop. The long and violent fall ended its life. The death of the wild boar. Another herd of wild boars also met a tragic end. Among them, a helpless piglet failed to make it past the cliff and perished miserably on the jagged rocks below. In the end, only a few survivors remained, standing motionless in silence, as if mourning the heartbreaking loss of one of their young. In Mexico, a bear fell from a tree about 20 meters high. No one knows how it managed to climb up there. Soon after, technicians from a zoo arrived and took care of the bear. Fortunately, it was still alive. A Russian girl recorded the moment when a cow fell down from a hillside. It seemed like the cow had slipped while grazing on the slope. A misstep that cost a life. During his expedition, a young Dutch explorer managed to capture a heartbreaking moment on video. A deer, attempting to cross a stream, suddenly lost its footing. That single slip proved fatal, an innocent struggle against nature that ended with the ultimate price.
I don't have a knife. Fell and died right there. Oh my.
Another deer also slipped while trying to climb up a higher
I'm just
cliff.
kidding, I don't want to see it.
This shows us that cliffs are always truly dangerous. The donkey made just one wrong step and slipped. It tumbled down the steep mountainside, rolling helplessly with no chance of rescue. By the time it hit the ground, it had already drawn its last breath, a swift and sudden death. The mountain goat was under attack. Startled by an unidentified force striking from behind, it lost its footing and plunged from the cliff's edge, tumbling helplessly into the depths below. Once again, another snow leopard tried its luck. It hurled itself down from the cliff to strike, and this time the goat could not escape the predator's assault. The animal plunged into the void, crashing violently onto the rocky ground below. The fall was so brutal that it had no chance of survival. A young bird tested its wings for the very first time by letting itself drift into the open air. But sadly, it accidentally struck its head against a rock. The impact was harsh and heavy. Yet in a twist of miracle, the little bird was still alive. These sea lions stand as living proof of climate change, as landslides and erosion shrink their natural habitat. Each day here, many of them tragically end their own lives by hurling themselves off steep cliffs. This heartbreaking reality is a story that truly compels us to stop and reflect. Not only attacked by the snow wolf, the mountain goat was also chosen as a target by an assassin from the sky. This time, it was the eagle. It didn't bite, but used its talons to grip the goat and let it fall onto the rocks, then returned to carry away its prey. This chaos happened when a pack of wild dogs cornered a deer against a cliff. As you can see, the deer remained steady, while the dogs, unable to control themselves, fell off the edge. It looked like a scene straight out of a movie. The snow leopard remains the most elusive and demanding predator. And this time, even though the deer gave everything it had to run, it could not escape because of the cliffs. Giant pig jumps off truck. Not from a high mountain, but from a truck. A massive pig tries to leap out in a desperate attempt to escape. However, the fall onto the hard ground was too severe, leaving its body badly injured. Though it struggled to get back up, it quickly collapsed. That free fall sealed its fate. Camels are animals capable of walking across many types of terrain and carrying heavy loads. But in the clip below, the caravan of camels was caught in a domino effect when the first one fell, dragging the entire herd down the cliff. Two unfortunate antelopes. The two antelopes tried to climb down the cliff, but their hooves slipped off the surface, sending them plunging with no way to stop. The long and violent fall ended their lives. These falls are not just accidents, but harsh reminders that in the wild, life and death are separated by only a fragile moment. We've witnessed shocking, heartbreaking, yet powerful scenes that reveal nature's unforgiving truth. If you found this video interesting, don't forget to hit like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the next story from the animal kingdom. And share in the comments below. Which moment left you the most speechless?